he's gonna take the white. Okay, I will take the first card. Fools. Don't they know? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's take the one brown that's available. One sapphire that's available. And let's go ahead and take the diamond. Because as it stands right now, we could almost get to that one. Though he might be pulling for that here. You can't. You can't because there's not a sapphire left on the board. He needs one more sapphire. Okay, let's see here. Grab the brown. I think we go ahead and grab another red because we seem to need it. Because like if we end up getting these two, like that's. Actually, we should go. Let's grab a green because we don't have any green. Oop. Like I don't know what the strategery is yet. Afraid he was going to take that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take this so he can't have it. Ha! Defensive plays. Which also gives me one token that I can use to take it. Oh, perhaps Douglas is ready? Thanks, Panic. I appreciate you. Again, like, this won't be a normal thing. It's just, got a tournament next week, so I need to be ready to play it for next week. But I appreciate you coming and showing your support. Douglas.
Hello, hello.
Douglas, say hello to the courtroom.
Hello, courtroom. I'm Douglas.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going. I just got everything logged in for Splendor.
I'm gonna say I just saw you pop up. I'm doing a practice game real quick, but that'll give you time to do the tutorial. So
That worked for me.
because from the sound of it, it didn't sound like you hadn't done that yet. So
No, absolutely. And it's just the game rule, correct?
yeah, it seems to be. It's just like original rules. So purchase that. Like I can't figure out what the strategy is gonna be for this game.
We can always ask Shane. He's really good with coming up with ideas for board games.
Yeah, because I'm like I understand how to play this game, but ooh, I gotta stop hitting my mic. but like I just can't for the life of me. Like I'll win a couple in a row and then I'll lose a couple in a row. So I'm like not consistent.
Right. Diamond. On it.
I can take that green. That's gonna help me. I gotta reserve the red. But for that point, I may as well just take some more of the things. So how are things in the world of Doug?
Things are going pretty okay. I'm just reading all of this. I feel like I'm retaining no information.
Good. Good. It's always
Yeah.
promising. That's what you want.
True.
That's how you know it's working.
Now, we just finished watching The Tenant, and that was a movie.
The Tenant?
Yes, it's from 1973, I believe. And it's a French or Swedish movie. Boy, was it odd.
I mean,
it was in English, but still. How's everything going in Obi and Bubbles' world?
oh, things are going well. Bubbles is still going to work. And then I just got notification today that my work will be social distancing until at least the 15th of May.
Oh.
So, it's like that was a interesting thing to discover. Let's see. And I'm starting to be like, I'm starting to go a little stir crazy. So I can't imagine how people who aren't introverted and gamers are surviving.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, my hobbies are built around this.
Right. Exactly.
So
But I don't know. Even with me, though, like, my hobbies are built around it, but there's still some cracks. Where it's just like, I just want to do something.
well, I think it's like what one of the people I work with said. They're like, one person at work was like, you know, I'm a homebody, so this is fine. The other one's like, I'm a homebody, but I don't like being told I can't go out.
Yeah, that's actually really good. I fully understand it, and I agree with it.
Because yeah, it's like it'd be one thing if they were like, you can stay home for the next month. It'd be like, sold. But as soon as it's like, you have to stay home, it's like, oh no, wait a minute. Let's see here. Okay, so have you unraveled the mysteries of this game now?
I think so.
You understand everything?
Eh?
Good. Good. Confidence is key. I can always exit this game. This is just a practice game against the computer, so.
No, don't worry. You're fine. I'm not quite through it all the way yet.
Take the next screen, or do I need the green?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll at least give me a point. So.
I think. I think it.
You think it makes sense?
I think we are out. I am out of the tutorial.
Okay. Okay. Then I can bounce out of this.
Bounce
game.
out.
I assume I can bounce out of this. I'm technically leading, so that means I win, right? Haha!
Haha.
Suck it, computer.
I heard the tiniest little haha.
Doug heard you.
It's quite entertaining.
Okay, so online game. Oh, you'll need to create an account with it in order to get online.
Oh.
Which it
okay.
doesn't tell you that because
Oh, you need to connect to the cloud.
Yes. Yes. Which means you have to create an account, but it doesn't tell you that. So if you go to play an online game, it'll just say trying to connect, and then it won't be able to connect. And that'll be as far as it thinks it needs to tell you. For reasons.
How weird.
Also, it looks like Shane realized that some of those Brawlhalla codes he has might be worth some money. If the message we have in Discord is an indication.
That's what it would appear.
Alright, let's see.
Okay, I'm connected to the account. Drummer Douglas.
Ooh, I created an oopsie, perhaps.
Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, boom. I'm not gonna lie, this client is butt. It is not good.
I mean, it's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but I feel like it's an early 2000s.
I will give you that.
It feels very early 2000s. All right, how does join?
Okay, so I made a game.
Yep.
And I gave it a password.
Yep.
And that's all I got for you.
Game of Obi-Wan. Does it just randomly scroll through the game?
I might. I don't know. I made the password 362.
Oh, okay. You have to click and drag down the list to find it.
Only problem is I can't. So I don't think. Okay, I wonder if I can just unlock the game once you get into it.
Join this game. What is the password?
362.
Naturally.
There's Drummer Douglas.
Oi.
Okay, now can I No. No, I cannot unlock this game. It would not appear. And I can't seem to, because like we have to play 4-player games, and as you saw, the stuff is different.
Oh.
But I can't unlock the room.
Oh no.
So like,
can you hold on? Leave this game.
Go.
Let's see. Create a game. Ah. Okay.
Okay, did you do a thing?
15, 4. I entered no password.
Okay.
Come onwards to the game of Drummer Douglas.
I have joined this game of Drummer Douglas. Perfection.
Dumber Douglas.
Drummer. Oh, there's a person. Problem is they may know what they're doing.
Great.
Which I guess we have to practice against those people too.
I'm willing to bet most of the people online right now are actually Extra Life people.
I would assume a good 80% at least are extra life people.
Yep.
Also, do you have any idea whatsoever the person and cards in the top left corner mean?
I don't know. The person I thought was how many people were online,
Uh-huh.
which
Out of
may
how many?
be true.
I would have thought that was how many were online out of how many are registered. But the number of registered can be continually dropping at this point. So it can't be that. So is the 736 the number of people online?
Maybe?
And the 33 maybe people looking for games? Oh.
Oh, snap.
Oh no.
Oh, snap.
Okay, so
All
as I
right.
said, I have no idea what the strategy is in this.
All right. Oh, no, I can't look at the stream. Oh, yeah,
You
I can.
There's nothing for you to
It's
see.
okay.
And any thinking I'd be doing, you'd be able to hear. Oh, there's a little timer at the top. That's fun. When you play solo against the computer, there's no timer thing at the top.
I see. But it's not on my screen. I had to look on the stream to see it.
Yeah, because it's only during your turn. During your turn, it will show you the timer. Something I found useful is if you click on the portrait of one of the other people, it'll show you what stuff they have.
Oh,
So you can keep track of what other people have.
beautiful.
Also, when you do that, you can also see the other person's timer underneath their portrait. Jerk up. Alright, so let's... a red and a... green. I guess, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the what should I be going for? What should I be doing?
I'm just trying to think of everything, and it's like I don't know because you have a limited amount of chips.
Mm-hmm. But like once I here when it gets back to me, I'm gonna, assuming the card doesn't go away, I'm going to buy a card, which will put the chips back on the board.
True.
So it's like, yeah, since you didn't take it, I'm going to take this. And now the chips are back on the board. But so
Cool.
it's just the question of like, what is the proper
Approach.
Yeah, like, what should I be focusing on? Because I'm like, obviously the cards in the middle have like higher, like the top row of cards have like the highest point values you can get.
Right.
So should I be focusing on like trying to get to those, or should I be, what I've been doing is I've been focusing on trying to get the nobles, royals, whatever they are. To answer Bubble's question, the goal of the game is to get 15 victory points. So some of the cards have points on them, and then anytime you satisfy the requirements of the nobles on the side, you will automatically, at the end of your turn, get them and their victory points. But you can only get one of them per turn. So, all of the red is gone. Okay. Oh, that is problematic.
I don't like that the onyx looks more brown.
Is that what it's supposed to be? Is it onyx?
It's onyx.
It's definitely brown.
It looks like a chocolate square. I'm not.
It does look like chocolate, and let's be honest, isn't that really the thing that's worth the most here?
It's true.
Yeah, because like our person in top there, well, I guess it's top for me. It wouldn't be for you. But they've got 4 red.
Well, they have 3 red, and
Right.
they have 1
discount.
red point.
Yeah, 1 discount for red. But so like my point is like they're right now they've got so much red that they actually might be going for that 2. The on the third card, second row.
Mm-hmm.
Because all they would need to do is grab another red and two more onyx, and they could take it.
Wait, is that? Ah, shoot. Wait, how does that even make sense?
What?
I think I'm sorely confused. It's okay.
Say, ask your questions, and I will attempt to aid as best I can, as one who also doesn't know what he's doing.
So how can you buy the top right one? That's 5333. If you can only have 10 points in your hand.
So you can only have 10 of the little tokens in your hand, but after you purchase a card, you get the discount, which reduces the cost of them.
Oh.
There we go.
Yikes. That's not good for good old Doug. I feel like Doug is at a disadvantage right now.
Well, this doesn't help that, the only way that the 2 of us were going to be able to play a game for you to be able to try the game was for us to do an online game.
It is true. It is true.
So what we can always do is after this game, we can do a 2-player one just so you can get more of a sense of the game.
I think I'm okay with it because
Okay.
then it'll feel I can at least get a good feel for it.
Interesting. Not only they're like hoarding. Because I don't know what they're gonna do with them. Oh, so you could afford the onyx on the bottom left.
Oh, you're right. I can. Let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Good eye. Good eye.
Like I say, that's the benefit of the outline in green. Do I want the onyx or do I want the diamond? I'll take the diamond. It's a lot of onyx there. But yeah, I don't know if I should focus on better on the board cards, or if I should be focusing on the sideboard, or what?
Yep.
And right now I'm a little screwed because I'm like, I need a blue, and there's no blue. There are no sapphires available. Because you have 3 of them.
It's true.
Okay. And I will go ahead and I'll just take 1 of each of these. And y'all can call me in the morning. Okay, so he took the onyx. Can't quite afford that. But the next guy down could. He could take that if he wanted it. That's the other problem. I'm also like, do I pay attention to what other people are doing? Like, to what degree? Because I don't know how much I can actually stop them.
Right. Well, huh. That's just... Okay.
Okay, so you could afford the
The
onyx on the...
onyx or the ruby?
Can you afford the ruby? Oh, you can.
Yeah.
I missed... The frick was that noise, Bubble? Okay, so you went with the onyx.
Yeah, I went to stack the onyx. I know that you're doing that as well, but there are too many of them to pass it.
See, I'm wondering if part of my strategy has been to look at the sideboard of the nobles, figure out what color is most required for those, which on this one is green, and then hope to get and then like focus on trying to get those cards more than anything else. But again, I don't know if that's a good strategy. Though if I were you and I was just gonna be taking tokens, I'd probably take that last onyx.
Yeah.
Just to keep anybody else from being able to have it. Which includes me, which will annoy me, but...
Yeah.
Unless you had a strategy already in place.
No, I'm still... I'm kind of like what you're saying. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Oh, I didn't realize I could actually take this ruby. Okay.
How do you get the gold? I missed the part.
Okay, so, like, you can, instead of taking any tokens or buying a card, you can take a card that you can't afford, pick it up, and you can put it in reserve.
Yes.
When you pick up the card and put it in reserve, you also get one of the gold tokens.
Oh, okay. Because it essentially puts you at a... Initially.
Yeah, you're at a slight disadvantage, but you also can keep somebody else from taking that card. So you could do it either offensively or defensively. And that's where the real flexibility in that comes from. Is the fact that, like, you get a one token that's a wild card, which can also be...
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
I am your god, I will not be looked down upon.
Anubis, welcome to the courtroom. Thank you so much for that 11 months at Tier 1. How are you doing? Yeah, I'll take this diamond.
Now, what does that 2 mean?
Which 2?
On Nance, the top one on your...
So that's how many victory points they've got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
An important thing to keep track of.
Yes, very much.
Because if we end up going to be losing this, we have to make sure that we try to lose at least in second place.
Right.
Okay, listen, Timmy. Standing toilet is a urinal. Almost by definition.
Excuse me?
I was just playing Animal Crossing, and they have a what they are referring to as a standing toilet.
Oh, the urinal.
Yeah, it's a urinal. But Anubis, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Hopefully quarantine is treating you well. Doug, you have so much of the onyx.
It's true. If you want onyx, you must come through me. I am the Gate Guardian.
Gate Guardian!
We are the brothers Paradox.
Face us now, we'll clean your clocks. How annoying would it be if we did that during any game we're both in?
It'd be so good.
You're not in quarantine. Anubis, why are you not in quarantine? Oh, you're doubling up on the white. Oh, I see.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Have you heard the story? I mean, I can't really say it because it kind of ruins it. So, if you've heard this one, stop. So in high school, one of my best friends, me and him went up to Columbus for a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament.
Okay.
He was running an Exodia deck.
Good.
We had played all day, and we lost every single match.
Yes.
It was towards the end of when we played. I don't remember what year it was. I think it was 08 or 09. But there was a certain deck that just everyone had it. And if you didn't have it, you lost. Plain and simple. Oh man, hold on one second. And now I need to figure out what I want to do.
Yep. Nope. Do your thing. So if you take any more tokens, it's gonna make you discard some.
I know. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and do this.
Are you gonna
So we had lost
Oh,
all day. Yes.
I thought you were gonna reserve the green one because the wild card would have given you enough to purchase that 2 green on the second row. Anyway, continue.
Well, I know what I'm gonna do during my next.
Yeah, because you still have that. You still have all those tokens that you need for that.
Have all those tokens. We get to the last match. I lose, and my buddy he lost his first, but the second one was going pretty okay. Like I said, he was running an Exodia deck.
Right.
Word got out that he was running an Exodia deck because it was so long into the game that people were like, oh, he's using Exodia. It was one of the last matches of the day. So literally everyone they were standing around watching him.
I mean, it'd be exciting, especially if it starts going long, because then you're like, there's a chance.
He drew it. He drew Exodia with a crowd. What does he do? He stands up, he kicks his chair backwards, and screams at the top of his lungs, I summon Exodia the Forbidden One! Obliterate! Like at the top of his lung.
It's beautiful.
He got a standing applause for that.
I mean, you got to.
He then went on to lose the next 2 matches.
I
So,
mean, yes.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter at that point.
No,
you know?
no, it wouldn't. But I mean, Exodia's never really been competitive, because like every time there was a chance for it to be competitive, they had to fix it because it was broken. Let's see.
Oh, okay. Well, that was confusing.
Hmm.
In my head, when it said 2 green, I thought you got 2 discounts.
Oh, no. You get 2 victory points.
Yeah.
And you get green.
And a green.
Okay.
But we'll say
That.
second place right now.
Grab that. And what else? What else do I need? That's a dumb move. I'm gonna do it. Because why not? Anubis, where are you that your place hasn't decided to quarantine yet? I thought everyone had basically shut down their, everything. Nebraska.
That makes sense.
Does it make sense, Doug?
It does. It does. I mean, Nebraska's kind of in the middle of nowhere. To be completely honest.
I need... I'm not sure what they're doing. I mean, the one guy, he's got all sorts of discounts. He's got two of three of them. Oh, so he's gonna be going for the second noble. But I don't know what the first player's doing.
They're wild carding.
Oh, you know what? If they get one more Onyx, they can go for that 4 blue on the top left.
Yep, you're right.
I wonder if that's what they're doing.
Good thing I'm hoarding most of the Onyx.
Now I'm getting ready to take this Onyx down here because I'm gonna need some Onyx. Need some Onyx sorghum. That's a long ways away. That'll be fine.
But I will say, I did have a pretty good time with 1v1 Rocket League earlier.
They took it. They reserved it so they could hit. Ah, man. I knew I should have just taken
That
it. I should have just taken it. I couldn't do anything with it, but I should have just taken it.
Hmm. Huh. Okay, well.
6. Okay, so he's full up on tokens. He can't take any more.
Let's do that one.
Anubis, have you ever played Splendor? Can you give us tips and tricks?
I heard Anubis is actually a pro at Splendor.
That would be amazing.
Sorry, Anubis, I tried. I tried to let you run with it.
Okay, if I can get... Oh, no! Yep.
Wow.
Balls wants to know if the fruit trees grow at different rates.
I don't think they do.
Oh, because she says her cherry tree has grown and her bamboo has grown, but nothing else has. Wait, weren't cherry your starting fruits? Oh, oranges were. Never mind.
Your cherry and what has grown?
Bamboo.
And what has not?
Everything else.
Huh. I mean, I didn't think so, but it's possible.
Okay, so person up top is just going for points, and they have a good shot at it right now.
Oh, really? I miscounted? Well, that's...
Never heard of Splendor. That's fair, Anubis. I don't know that I had either until...
Extra life.
Okay, I guess I'll take that. I need a ruby discount and an onyx discount. Oh dear.
I may do a bad here.
Do a bad. Do it. Oh, because you're full up on tokens.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, I can't. How do I buy the
card?
people? Yeah, the people over here.
You can't buy the people. Your discount has to equal what they say.
Oh. I see,
I know, right,
see.
Bubbles?
Well, is she mocking me?
No, she wasn't even talking about this, but she made a comment
Okay,
that just
good.
applied.
I was scared. All right, but you know what? First game, still learning how to play.
Yeah, you're good. Also, kid setting, welcome to the courtroom. How are you doing? Okay, I'll take...
Anubis, I was trying my best to not say I want to buy these people.
I'd like to buy these mascots, please.
Oh no, don't. I'll do that. Not okay. I still don't think Robbie's fully forgiven me.
I mean, should she? If I can get a ruby, then I can get a person. Can't afford that. Oh, but you're gonna take it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, and you swapped it out for a ruby I can't afford. Thank you, Drugless. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry.
Nope. Nope, I'm happy. Because I get the first noble. Boom.
Nice. Nice job.
Doug, you're singing again. You're doing chip tunes again.
Hello.
There you go.
It's such a weird malfunction. I don't understand it.
You'll need to hear the... Because I assume you haven't heard it yet, what it sounds like.
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, we're gonna clip that for you.
Thank
so
you.
that you can hear what your microphone sounds like, because it's absurd. It literally sounds like you're making a chiptune track. Like, I don't know how else to put it.
How fascinating.
Man, they're having trouble figuring out what they want to do.
True.
Because the problem is, right now, the best thing I could possibly do is that I can see that I can do is to just get a bunch of sapphires. Because if I can get a 3 bonus for sapphires, then I can get another one of these dudes. They're taking the onyx. Interesting. Wonder if they're taking it for the victory point.
Oh!
Left the game.
No!
Did they leave the game because they think they're gonna lose? Like, what? Why? Or is it just a bad connect? I don't know.
Well, this game just got a lot more interesting. Obi, we're tied for first place.
Somehow, they left and we're still tied for second. Alright. I will take this, because I am curious to see how their turn goes. I wonder if it's just going to time them out. If we have to wait, we're going to have to wait through their turns.
Oh, no.
Oh. Wait, what? What just happened?
Wait, are they back?
Power's back! A little droid did it!
Or is the AI doing it?
I don't know. That's an
Oh,
interesting
man,
question.
we could still lose. Man.
Looking forward to it. Also, I missed what card they picked. Because I didn't expect them to make a move. And so it was caught off guard. Sadly, all the sapphires are gone.
Second place.
I'll teach you. I'm gonna learn you a lesson.
A little finger waggle in there. Now listen here.
Tied.
Beautiful.
Problem is,
Just
I
the
know
way I like it.
I know what I need.
Ooh, the other guy, player 509357 is about to get 3 victory.
Oh, if they get the red, they're gonna... Dang, that's what I wanted. Oh, he's gonna buy the 3 red. He's gonna buy the 3 red. He's actually gonna get 6 victory points. 'Cause that's gonna give him a bonus enough to get the noble.
Oh boy.
Okay, we're now tied for last place.
Yikes.
Okay,
Yikes.
I must accelerate my plans by coming up with a plan.
Boop. Not last.
Not what I wanted.
Merely tied for last.
The blue's a lost cause. Throw out the blue. Nobody needs blue.
It's true.
I need blue. That's not the point. Oh, shoot.
Are they about to summon Exodia?
I don't know.
Ooh.
She just I didn't see what that one needed compared to what she's. They've got 2 wild tokens. They might be about to. No, even with that, they won't be able to get. Ooh, crap. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
I don't know what I'm not allowed to do. Collusion for the kids. What don't you want me to do?
I need the diamond in the bottom left.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Okay, cool. I was like, I don't think it would help you at this point anyway, but I'm like, I need it. I don't know to what end, considering what we're facing, but because that gets me that. I'm afraid that they're going to be able to afford the one they just picked up. They did.
Oh
Yep.
boy. Oh
They're
boy.
both tied at 12. Shoot. Why do the sapphires cost so many sapphires?
That's a great question.
Most of the other ones don't cost what they're made of. Or at least the bottom row doesn't. Is this what dreams are made of? Dreams, Bubbles. Dreams. Boom. Take that, Ruby. +2. Get this noble! 14! Who's in lead now?
Fantastic work.
Okay, Doug. Now we just gotta get you ahead. We gotta get you just catch up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
I don't either. I'm sorry.
I'm fine with that. First game, I'm perfectly okay with.
Because all I have to do is to be able to afford one thing. And I don't think I can. Oh, no!
Nope.
Nope,
That's
you got it. You get the
Hey,
last
you got a
move.
second. Oh, yay.
The last move is yours, Doug.
I want that. Splendor defeat.
Okay, I came in second. My first match against the computer. Or not against non-computer. And
Okay.
second would be moving on. So I can take that. Thanks, Doug. GG to you too.
All right, real quick. I need to go back into the settings because they are being funky.
Funky. Okay. He's got the tongs in one hand.
I'm sorry, my mind on tone is not very good.
It was your breathing on the diamond that was confusing. Oh, is that your examining noise? Granted, when I was playing Tomb Raider, every time she'd open like a tomb, she'd be like,
Yeah.
oh. But like, I had subtitles on so I could make sure I could read it, and it was like, Gasp of awe. Slight gasp.
That's pretty great.
I'm like, thanks, game.
Pretty fantastic. Alright. Do you want me to make a game?
I can do it, I suppose.
Okay.
I shall be the host this time. Create! Game of Obi-Wan 362.
Boop.
Doop boop boop doop boop doop boop boop.
Boom, boom, boom.
Cheshire Cat over there trying to do a different game mode. Psh. Don't they know this is right now? This is for extra life people.
1v1 me.
No, please. I don't want to 1v1 Splendor. I don't know. It might be fun, but then I can't think out loud like this. So, what do you think after your first game, Douglas?
I think... I don't know if this is the proper way to do it, and maybe we should consult with Shane. But from watching it on my end, it really seems like you need to just rush and get a few of the first level ones as fast as you can.
That seems fair, because like that's my thing. I'm like, I try and get the ones at the bomb as early and quick, but it's oh, here's a YouTube video, 5 tips for Splendor. Man, that person's gonna be getting like a bunch of views lately, and I'm like, what's happening? What is happening? Okay, so I go second. Okay. Okay, I know what I'm... Interesting. I'm gonna watch him. Because that was an interesting play.
What'd they do?
He reserved the top left card. Already.
Weird.
I'm intrigued. Like, I mean, it gets him a wild token, but...
I mean, yeah, it does get him a wild token, but at the same time, it's like...
That's a big bank right at the start. Also, that person
Right.
took 2 of the same color. He also did. Can I see his wild card? Apparently not. Okay.
Huh.
Alright. Take white, red, and... onyx. Interesting. So you doubled up on white, blue, and green.
Correct.
Oh, are you looking at that second
Onyx?
row onyx?
Yep.
Interesting choice. What are you other two doing?
I really don't know what Mr. Mad Lad over there is. You're number 3.
On your list, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Going with that. I know it's only one thing, but the strategy guide that I was looking at, or the top 5 things, says do not pay too much attention to the noble. You want to go for points as fast as you can.
I mean, that makes sense. Oh, crap. Crap on a cracker. My only option, if I don't want to reserve a card, is to take double red.
It's true.
Which is fine.
I mean, I guess you could take a red and an onyx.
But then I'm only getting 2 instead of 3.
Right.
At least with that, I can afford the green at the bottom.
Well, now you can't even.
Why not?
You can't take doubles whenever they're at 3, right?
Right. Yeah. Now. Yeah. Now they're. Oh. Okay, that was you. Never mind. I got people out of order there for a second. I was like, no, that was Doug's.
I'm doing good. Ow. Immediate retaliation.
I mean, look. In the game of nobles, you win or you die.
I get it. I respect
Sometimes you do both.
I respect.
Respect jewels. It's all about the cones. Gosh, could you imagine if we were playing Cones of Dunshire instead? It'd be hilarious.
God.
I'm still so confused. He took that early... You know what he did? He took the highest point value card on the board and reserved it.
That's actually really smart.
Is it? Because now he's trying to figure out how to afford it.
I think it was a smart move.
It might have been. But I've yet to see the payoff. And that's why I hesitate to say smart move. When he comes back and brutally murders us all, I will agree it was a smart move. But until then... Interesting. What you going for there, Dougie? Are you going for the 3 onyx?
I think I'm going for the 3 onyx. It's risky. I may have to pull a card down as a wild card, or to get a wild card, but
I say you could always just take the 3 onyx for that. That's the thing. I don't know if it's better to like reserve one. Yeah, see, he's
right. This
whole time he's been pushing to get that 5 as a buff. Second blue. Extra onyx. Oh, no, I don't need the onyx. Okay, right here. Actually, yes, I still need the onyx. Okay.
Welcome to the Point Club.
I don't have any.
Oh no, it's not you. It's
yeah. I know who it is.
Yes. Okay, now I see which one you are.
Yeah, I'm the one that's right above you.
Fair.
I'm the one that looks like what I would look like as a king if I had a longer face and longer hair. Interesting. You took it now instead of... I thought you were going to take one round to grab things first. Oh, he finally afforded it. He got him 5 points.
Wow. But the problem is it took like all of his early game to get to that.
It did, but we're about to see if it's gonna pay off for him. Because if he's gonna continue that same trend, I'm Well, he can't. Okay, he took the card with the highest point value, but that required only 10 tokens. And that's going to be the trade-off that you have to make in doing that. Because, like, right now, he couldn't take any of the top row because he wouldn't be able to afford any of them with only 10 tokens.
Right.
But he does have a substantial lead on the rest of us. But so he took the highest one that he could that could be done with the number of tokens. It's an interesting strategy. I don't know that I like it.
It's at least a strategy.
It is a strategy, so that makes it better than anything that we've got. And there's yours.
Yeah.
So now he's going to be just focused on trying to get... Yep. Which actually means if we wanted to mess him up, we would just have to take some of the rubies. But he only technically needs one or two more. Interesting. I might try his strategy next game. But I think the problem is like it is easily blocked. Assuming people are more focused on blocking than they are doing what they need to do.
Right.
Zebra turkey fish. That's weird.
They're very poisonous.
Did you say they're very poisonous?
Venomous.
Venomous.
Poisonous. They don't bite. It's their quill. So their quills would be poison, right?
So if it would cause, if it would attack you and cause you to become poisoned, it's venomous. If you would eat it, then that's what would cause
passive.
you to... It's still
Venomous.
It would still be venomous. It's just the poisonous is if you eat it and it's going to get you poisoned. Apparently the quills are poison. Venom. That's where it's weird. It's a passive venom, but it's still venom.
Interesting.
What you were saying is what people usually say when it comes to snakes, because it's just simpler that way.
Right.
Yeah, and so now he's going to be able to afford the one he's got. Yep. And he's already at 8. Like, okay.
So maybe that is the strategy.
But he's discounted for 2 on reds. So he probably will take that 2 diamond on the next one, if I had to guess. And I do have to guess, because I don't know. Also, there's no sapphires here, and I hate you all.
I'm sorry. Aww.
I'm sorry, did you need that?
Sort of.
Did you need that white? I'm so sorry. I didn't actually notice.
completely threw off.
Because Bubbles, all of my blood is going to my core because I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to figure out how to play this game. I don't know why it makes it go to my core, but yeah. So if he takes the 2 of diamonds, I'll be right. Yep. It's an interesting strategy, but it just makes me uneasy.
Yeah, I.
Because I see what the point is. Like you get the first one, then you get the discount. Then after that, it makes whatever your next card is easier to get. But you're still just focusing so heavily on just those specific cards.
Right.
But it's also a game of, you know, actually I think ties are broken based on who's bought the least number of cards. So that might be
maybe it is a good strategy.
Interesting. He took a whole variety there. Interesting.
Uni 9004. What are you thinking?
Even Blathers says it's Venom.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. Blathers has to be right.
It's true.
He curates a museum.
He's covered wars, you know.
He's what?
He's covered wars, you know.
He's covered wars?
That was a big running joke with Dead Rising. Because that's like, oh no, why can't I not think of his name? Frank West.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I covered wars, you know.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I don't know how I feel about it. But do that.
Okay.
I think he either has what he needs or he will after the next go round. I can't remember. He might just need Onyx.
Man, I'm kind of at a loss right now.
What do you need? What are you after?
I don't know.
Okay.
I thought I knew and I don't know. So I'm just gonna grab some tokens and reconvene.
Yeah, I feel like that's always a safe. When you gotta buy yourself a turn. Do you have what you need, buddy? Do you? No. He needed that last Onyx. Now he's got what he needs. Okay. That was a large investment. I'm not sure it was worth the payoff. But that's interesting because the first one he grabbed, the very first card he grabbed, was worth 5. Like it put him in a good point position. again, I just wonder how easily it could be disrupted by people hoarding the tokens. Because you'll have specific ones that you need at that
Right.
point. And no discounts to make up for the difference.
But it does put an unnecessary pressure onto the other players due to how aggressive that.
Yeah, because right now he's already at 10, and the other person's at 8.
Right.
And I are just sitting over. I'm sitting over here twiddling my thumbs.
I'd say I'm not too far behind.
Yeah, you're shortly behind. But I have half your score.
True.
Okay, so the problem was my strategy has always been kind of a long game strategy, which means aggressive people not gonna stand a chance against that. Oh, then he needed 5 white for that.
That's a risky move.
It really is, because even now he needs 2 more white for it. It's like if I just want to snatch up one of those white tokens, he'd be done, and he's got to take at least 2 more turns to get it. But I'd have to take the turn that I'm going to use to do this to do that. And that's the thing, especially once you get into later game, people would have to deviate from whatever strategy they've got going in order to try and stop you. And then Doug just swoops in and is like, here, I'll do it, fine. How are you doing, buddy? Because I think you can reserve like up to 3 cards, can't you?
I think you can.
But he just purchased the diamond, which reduced what he needed by 1 more. But he still needs 1 more.
I wonder if it would make sense.
That's been your first 3 turns.
If to what? Sorry.
As the mic. Why not in your first 3 turns just grab some of the higher cards and then only work on getting those cards done?
I was right the first time. I should have taken the Onyx. I mean, maybe.
Strategy.
Because I'm wondering if the issue is like once you've got that many that you're reserving, like you'd be almost splitting your attention, and since you can only hold 10 tokens, you've got to focus.
Right.
But you would have 3 wilds at that point. Here, I mean, we can always try that this next round.
I like that idea.
Trying it out.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like the timer is faster now.
Nah, it's still slow.
I mean, it's still slow, but I mean, it still feels like it's faster than it was. Okay, so this round he can grab a diamond token, and he'll be able to redeem him next round, which will put him at 12. that diamond.
Okay. Oh, I don't have. Man, these are some aggressive games. Well, this is an aggressive
This one's an
game.
aggressive game. The last one wasn't so much. Interesting. He didn't buy what he
Why?
could have.
I don't know why he did that.
He's trying to do it all at once. Does the
Maybe
guy have a plan? Did I
bet
trick him
he-
into thinking I have a plan?
wild carding. I love it.
Oh, you fool, I have no plan. I know not what I'm doing.
Man, I wish you would have bought something.
I did
Ooh.
buy something.
Well,
Do you need more green? Hi!
yeah, I do.
Well done. What's the next highest card that you are on the path to be able to get?
My 3 that I'm holding.
Yeah, but you're only holding one card, right?
Yes.
On the how much more do you need for that one?
Oh no, hold on. Okay, no, I'm good. Oh no, I'm not. I miscounted. 9. What? Did I just run out of time?
No, you should still have time.
It just kicked me back. You took too much time to play and an AI replaced you.
What?
Excuse me?
What?
You will be able to join back in a few seconds.
What? That's dumb because the
that's-
AI hasn't gone yet either.
That's weird.
Like the
Do you
AI is
want
not
to
going.
resume?
Go.
I'm hopping back in.
Do it. Go, go, go. It says you've left the game. Did you just buy a card?
Nope.
Oh, I bought a card for you.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm here.
All that savings you had built up.
Oh.
I mean, it got you a point or two?
No, it didn't. It got me an Onyx. I don't need.
But it should have been an Onyx and a point.
Was it an Onyx and a point? I didn't see that.
I think it should have been.
Oh. Well, that's. Oh, and it used my wild token to buy it?
Yes, it did. Look, they didn't say it was a good AI. They want you to take your own turns. Alright, I don't like it, but we'll do it. I need... Promise, I'm gonna end up... Interesting. You were annoyed by the Onyx, so that you bought another Onyx.
Yeah. I was more annoyed because it spent the resources I was saving for a 3-point card for a 1-point card, more so than
Yeah.
it was just an odd.
Yeah.
But
I think the cards he's got. Yep, there's his 2 Onyx, his 2-point Onyx. He had another card in his hand. I wish that one of these cards here was a diamond that I could afford. I mean... Ooh, okay. What he just picked up was a 3-point, so as soon as he can redeem that, he'll be at 16.
Ugh. Okay.
I think the other card this guy has was only a 2-pointer. So even if he gets it, he may not have I don't think he has enough to win. Yep. Doesn't matter though, because I'm like super far behind. But with this, I get both 1 point and the noble. That I've been told now that I shouldn't bother going for because they're terrible. But next turn I could get a second noble. Assuming he gets back to my turn again.
Oh, Shane's playing.
Oh, good. There's 15.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. What an interesting strategy.
Okay, so I'm gonna try. So he didn't win, but he was like right there. If she hadn't gotten her 2 points that round, he would have gotten his the next round.
Right.
And actually, you can see he's actually like proper ranked, where all of us are just provisional.
Do we want to bring Shane in?
I mean, we can see if he wants to join us, or if he wants to if he's still trying to metagame it himself.
Boom.
Message him, let me know, so I know when to start.
Yeah, he wants to join.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can bring him into a chat.
If we kill this call, we can reopen it in the ELU call.
Okay. Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay.
Well.
Yep.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome, Shane.
What's up?
Tempting
Stop
to figure
trying to call Bubbles. She doesn't want to join.
Bubbles doesn't love us. It's fine.
So wait, do you have a server up or?
Yeah.
Like we've got the thing up, but
Wait, you're both in a game together?
We
were.
have been, yeah.
I don't see either of your names on the
I'm
server.
creating it right now.
I hate. Okay, is it a thing for everyone where when you move your mouse around, it moves the game list up and down?
There it is. There he is.
No.
No.
Oh my. I have been doing everything I can to fix this. Here, I'm gonna share this real quick.
Hurry up and join. People have been jumping into matches very
I
quickly.
can't find it there.
Well, I hope that's you. If
It
not,
is-
it's gonna be
it-
awkward.
It is.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you don't have like a controller plugged in, do you?
Yes.
So I had it earlier where the mouse was just drifting down. I had to unplug my controller for some reason. It bugged.
Oh god, if that's the reason, because I've been messing with Brawlhalla, I think I'm gonna push for 750.
I don't blame you.
Did you see that link I put in for eBay?
Yep.
Yeah, I may have about 200 codes.
Yep.
Well, that's fancy.
Yeah. So have you guys played much at all? Figured out anything, or have you just?
This is my third match.
We're gonna be testing some theories that we got from the last one.
But that's just a game theory.
Yeah, gosh, you gotta say it's just a theory first.
So sometimes I've created the game with the noble cards and they don't show up.
I have not had that problem at all yet.
That has been a bug on 2 games.
Because isn't it just the default rules?
Yes. And they just don't show up. But again, I've had the game lock up for 4 hours where we couldn't join games. And they've been trying to deal with Asmodee. So.
Right. It was an interesting choice there, Doug.
That wasn't me.
Oh,
That
nope, that was Shane.
What's up? I will say this: I have either won or finished fourth in every single game I've played.
You've either won or finished fourth. Well, that's just peachy. Doug,
Because one person can completely screw up the game.
yes.
It is that game, and I hate it for that reason. I enjoy Splendor for what it is when you're playing tabletop in person. I've played a couple times. On here, when there's like, you can't look at someone or do anything, and you're just like, fuck you, and grab a card, I'm like, well, that's great.
Yeah.
Like, no strategy. They take it to block you, but then they lock themselves into third place?
Yep.
By doing it, and I'm like, help?
We haven't run into that yet, but
Oh, I've been playing with like these 1900 ranked people, and they're just they're fine, but then they get like dick mode. Where they're just like, if I can't win, you're not gonna win either. Cool.
yeah, I didn't think to look up anything about the strategy until we were already starting. Also, Shane, just so you're aware, I am currently streaming, so
Cool.
don't
Fine
give
with
out
it.
your social security number or anything like that.
My social security number is. Let's read your phone number off. Wait, that's not good. Yeah, it's this client is one of the worst I have ever used. I have been trying to break it to see if any little things are going to completely screw up the tournament, and I have found quite a few things that are going to happen, but you can't control it. When you leave, the bot will take over for you, but then sometimes it like makes you skip a turn when you come back.
Interesting.
So you can get put so far behind or have cards missing.
Yeah, we had
With
something like
four-
that happen to me
with
earlier.
4 people, I think I'm trying to talk to them and say, if the game sees it where a message pops up that someone has disconnected, no one should play for like 3 minutes. There should be a disconnect timer or something manually, like just
Yeah.
the people you should know. And it's an interesting thing. Oh, I did talk to what's the one of the groups of guys that's in Twitch Columbus.
Okay.
I think like 6 of them are gonna play.
Oh, cool.
That should be handy.
Yeah, and I linked them to the Discord, so they might join later. It's the For All Mankind guys. They did that FamCon thing at where I ran the table at Game Arena, and they did their mini convention there. That was their event. So, yeah, I think they're all gonna play like Uno and Magic and stuff like good. So, I think Albert's gonna play Magic and Uno. I'm trying to get him to sign up and he'll
Gosh,
play for us.
Dang it. Commissaria. What did
See
that
this?
Is there a way to see what the cards the people are holding are?
Yeah, you click on the nameplates and it flips them all over.
Like it shows you. I'm sorry, I was like that shows you the tokens.
Oh, the cards that people are holding? No, that's like something you grab and it's face down.
Okay,
That
That'd
way
be
you
why.
can
Okay.
kind of, yeah.
that way people have to remember it. Okay.
And I can't because the thing all of a sudden just goes boom, boom, and like hides it. At the table, you're like, hey, can I see that before you? Which card did you take?
Yeah.
On here, it's like,
Right.
haha. It just does the
Hope you
animation.
remembered.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
There's definitely things about this game in this form that change the way it's played.
Did I black out? I picked up a second card, and I have no idea when. Oh, whoa, that was weird.
You okay there, Doug?
Doug, you sound like high or drunk or something. Just
No, I'm really confused about what just happened. It said that I had a diamond in my pool
Mhm.
reserves, and then it just disappeared, and I got a point. But I know the point is not from that diamond card because I got an onyx. I don't really understand what happened.
Who are you?
bought a
There.
you bought a card, but you had a gold token as a wild card.
Yes,
So
but
it used everything you had to buy a 1-point
Yes.
card.
yes, but I'm saying another card showed up in my reserve.
Oh, so you have a different card in your reserve now than you had before.
Well, no, it showed up, it sat there, and then it disappeared whenever I got my point.
I had cards overlap on accident before. The card you
Okay.
bought overlapped with the one in there. Sometimes it gets to the point where you can't even see which card you actually have.
Good.
Okay.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
Welcome to me, like, not actually playing games, but bug testing it earlier. It's kind of a good time.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, just spam hello.
Oh no.
Every time someone grabs a card, that was mine. That was mine.
I wanted to do that when they took the one card earlier, but
One.
oh, there they are. Gosh, dang it.
Dang it, Bobby. Wait, what?
That was my turn.
Yeah,
So
it
you know.
was.
So who went first? That's the other problem. There's no marker that says who went first, and that actually matters at the end of the game.
I don't like my options.
I don't know.
You know which one of you went first?
It wasn't I. Actually,
Wasn't
I think
me.
it was the one that's not any of us.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that actually matters on the last turn.
Yes, it
because
does.
Everyone gets equal amount of turns. Sometimes I'm like, wait, do I get another turn or
Yep.
the way? Because if I know someone's gonna win, I'm like, wait, am I before them or after?
Yeah, it's like, am I going for second?
Can
or
there
am I
just be
lost?
a marker like on, like a little token that says first or something, like on the like your shield or something?
She's holding 3 cards.
Yeah.
Is that the strategy now? Like what?
Oh, there's a lot of different strategies. I played one where there were no gems left on the sideboard, and you just had to play. It was like, oh, I can pick up one because I'm holding 3 cards. This is.
Like I've thought about that, going full dragon mode and just hoarding as much as I can, but
Hoarding one color is not necessarily a bad thing
yeah.
if you can play around it. Yeah, there's gonna be people winning this and not realizing they won the game. It's gonna be great.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm sitting here like, am I going to develop a strategy only to have it never ever work? And I'm like, probably. It's probably what's going to happen.
I gotta look how it looks on your stream with the. Did you full screen it or change the resolution? Or
I changed the
what'd you-
resolution. I just put it to. The problem is, in order for me to also be able to see chat, I switched it to 1280, 720.
Huh. Okay. I'm wondering if that's a. I don't know if I can do this. Like, I can technically afford this card with my wild card, the 4 red in the corner.
Yeah.
Can I pull the card and not buy it?
Wait, you can.
You mean reserve it?
Yeah, can I reserve it?
You can't afford it.
Yeah, I
four-
can.
Oh,
Three- I
sorry,
have
the
three red.
the one blue, the one blue in the bottom
Yeah, the
corner.
one blue.
Sorry, I was looking
one
at the
that-
four red in the
No,
top
sorry,
corner.
the one that costs 4 red.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I can.
No, I think if you can afford it, I think you have to. I don't know. Try it.
Nope, you can only buy it. Okay, that sucks.
I wonder if there's a way and you just have to finagle it. If it just doesn't tell you how to do it, but you could do it if you knew
Right.
how.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I kind of had to just like click something because I was trying to
Right.
get myself to. Hey, that's a good thing to know, because that would have set me up for a really good spot if I could.
That was mine.
I feel like you need a persona voice to just randomly scream, "That was mine."
Oh, crap.
Yeah, set up that macro where every time you click it in game, it triggers a sound alert on your stream. That in an epic voice yells, "That was mine." That'd be great.
Oh, I should see what I should have done now. It might be fine. This may work just as well.
Or will it?
No, probably not.
Okay.
I'm no fool.
Well, fine then. That doesn't do a thing.
I can't.
It's probably not the right thing to do, but I'll do it.
Good, good.
I'm gonna try to analyze the game and see if there's an average amount of turns.
20
Yeah.
to 25.
That's not a close enough number. Like, I gotta see if it skews closer to like 2 to 20 or the 25. I know there's someone who's...
Your goal is to win in 25. I can say that.
Okay. Because when I competed in Ascension, it was like, if you can win by turn
By turn what?
13.
Okay. I'm gonna say you cut out right as you went to say the number.
I won by like turn 11 before when the board hits like, perfectly, but it's just one of those things. Let's get that engine going.
Vroom vroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
No, you.
Are you stuck up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerve herder?
Shogi, thank you so much for those 5 bits. Those 5 pog bits.
But it's all about the message. It's all about sending a message.
Gosh, dang it. This other person's gonna like report us all.
I'm done with that one.
Oh, this is so good, right?
It's not my favorite move ever, but
that everywhere.
They just keep taking... Actually, you're all holding 2 cards at this point.
But are we?
Yes.
How would you know if that was mine? Is this when I asked my friend to screen print us some shirts and I just leave them on your porch and we all wear them while we play this on stream and it says that was mine and we just wear them? That's it.
Sounds
That'll be
terrible
team
and
shirts.
hilarious. It's like the worst team shirts ever.
Yeah, but we could all change our tags on Smash.gg to TWM. No. Well then, wasn't that fancy?
Don't you do it. Don't you do it, person
What?
number 1.
What? Don't do what? Wait, did they take another card?
No,
They buy it.
they bought it.
I'm like not paying attention.
Gotta pay attention to the game, man. Get your head in the game.
I
Gosh,
already knew what I was doing.
dang it!
Get your head in your game.
Why do you have to be like that?
Why, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerve herder.
Just had to take my card, didn't you?
So what's the donation amount to have you play the High School Musical soundtrack through the entire tournament?
That's a great question. Not a question I thought I'd have to face.
I mean, I played Wild Wild West for 6
Wicca.
8 hours straight. I mean, I've done things.
You've done things. You've seen things.
He's seen things, man.
When you convince chat that it's the only licensed song in the game during the technical alpha. There's 80 people watching you ride a horse upside down on the telegraph wires listening to Wild Wild West. That's a stream.
That sounds terrible.
It's the best.
Also, I don't understand what... I barely understand what you're saying. They don't even sound like words.
Because it doesn't technically make sense. When you make a move that allows you to buy 5 cards and you're okay with anything that happens. Thank you, game.
I have many an option right now.
So who's ready to play Splendor for the next 6 months with nothing to do? Because it's going to be my new main game now. No,
Is it?
no,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Could be fun.
It's a lot more fun in person. This game does not.
Oh, I believe that.
Because there's so much political stuff to it. Of like, hey, don't take that. I won't take that if you don't take that. What's
There's
up?
just so much downtime in between each play.
It's actually a political game.
I could see that.
Because if you see what people have, you kind of like make deals. Like, come on, don't take that last white. don't take the last diamond. Don't do it. It's like there's so much to it, and I love like. Can you imagine playing Villainous online with how much I politicked to
Oh god.
help win that? I couldn't have done the same thing. There's a reason board games are board games. It's. Ooh. Well, thank you. I already have 7.
Jeez, I'm like lagging behind here.
The other thing, I almost bought a copy of this game just to hold the cards and kind of go through and see, like, know what's not been played yet, what's in the stack. Because how much of that did I do, Doug? Last year, I memorized the cards for every game. Because at Villainous, at the final table, I was like, okay, guys, you have a 6% chance. I'm calling the odds out to them like I'm playing poker. So I love that because you can
mess with people's minds.
And I'm being completely, I'm just like, I'm being honest with you. I know there's like this amount of cards that can beat me. Huh. What do? That's upsetting. Do I want to do that?
Interesting.
Well, now I can keep the engine going next turn no matter what. I'll be straight up like what I'm trying to do right there. Oh, my red deck that I made on Magic that only has like 5 rares in it. I went 7-2 with it tonight so far.
Oh, cool.
It kind of beats the meta because a lot of the stuff that's I have cards that can take other people's cards if the converted mana cost is 3 or less, and a lot of the biggest cards in 2 of the decks are 3-cost cards that you can pay as many extra as you want, but the converted cost is still 3.
Gotcha.
So you just kind of like, hey, you spend 12 mana to play that and make a big flying creature, I can just take it and hit you in the face with it. So, but no one plays that card in this meta, and I just have them. So,
Gotcha.
it works. It's a good time.
3, 9. I have to spend 9. That's gonna be real expensive and hard to do. No.
So, what is it? And then the other thing, one of the Rakdos, the red-black deck, the Sacrifice deck, a lot of stuff has 3 power, and I'm playing a nickel card. Like a card that's just in the common bulk bin that it's a 0/4. So they can't attack through it. And every time you cast an instant or sorcery, it pings them for 1 damage, which triggers the keyword spectacle, because you have done at least 1 damage to them, and then you can start playing all your spectacle cards. So it's like I'm playing a nickel card that defeats the meta. It's what I did in Atlanta, and I brought the card back because the meta just shifted. When you get the equivalent of a quarter's worth of cards to all of a sudden start beating the $40 cards, it's kind of fun. No one looks in the common bin. They're like, which rare or valuable uncommon can beat the meta? Huh.
It's almost my turn to still figure out what I'm gonna do. Though I'm also like, that's exactly the card I would have taken if I were you, Doug.
I appreciate it.
That doesn't mean it was a right choice. It just means it's what I would have done.
I mean, hey, you know.
Don't.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Is it showing yet?
Sounds like a pregnancy question. Am I showing?
Like, I'm confused by player one's strategy. Because they screwed up my early game. But then now they're still just sitting at 1 point.
Oh, they're screwing up things that I'm doing too, and I don't know exactly what they're doing. This is what I'm talking about. Where
And Doug's over here just like, I'm gonna win.
What's up?
yeah, Doug, I'm completely screwed by this person because I never know what they're gonna do. Like they're gonna play. I'm not gonna score a point. This seems to happen to me pretty often.
I'm sorry,
And
Doug, but it was mine.
It's upsetting. Oh, they scored.
They're making money moves.
Oh no, it's the comeback.
It's happening.
Actually, it looks like their strategy, if I'm honest, looks like what my original strategy was. Except I did it slightly faster. It almost looks like they're going to be going after nobles.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
So my smart thing to do is that then. Hope. Ugh! Well, no one can get it on this turn unless they pull it.
Oh, it's my turn. Oops. That's fine. Yeah, because they've got 2s across the board.
Uh-oh. Do you have a 7 black in your hand, Doug?
No.
Because that means you win in 2 turns.
I have a 6.
So he wins in the next turn.
No, a 6 flag would only be worth 3, I think.
Yep.
Sorry. You guys keep saying numbers, and I keep thinking of the victory point numbers, not the cost numbers.
I'm always talking cost.
Okay. I don't like what I'm going to do. But I don't see another option.
So it turns out my first play of the game was the one color I ended up not after. Because of how this person above me played. So I was like, no.
No, we're going to do it. It's not my favorite choice, but...
I'm looking to see if Doug has a win. Wait, he has a card.
I have 2.
You have 2 cards, so you might
I have
just
2 cards.
Can you
win.
afford them?
Nah, I still have a little bit.
'Cause there's definitely 1-point cards that you could.
There just happens to be none out. And I'm about to swing into second.
Can you draw from the Splendor deck?
Yes.
Yes.
You can.
Yeah, you
Which
could-
one do you think would have a higher chance of having a low point card? Green or yellow?
Yellow. Yellow, everything has a point. That's the thing about the green. I'm trying to think of how many 1-point cards have been played out of it. Because there are some, and I don't know that ratio. So if you want to guarantee a 1-point card, you pull out of the. Well, yeah, that's.
They're gonna grab one of the reds at the bottom and take one of the other ones. Be my guess anyway.
I was really hoping something would get taken and like the black would pop, but it didn't. So
Yep, there it is.
they pull that, and now I get nothing, and I fell behind. I couldn't.
So they could get that one. Yep, that's what they're doing.
And now there's the black, but it does me no good. So if I do that,
I don't know why I was looking at that Onyx like I needed it.
well, that
If they can get in a actually, Doug, are you about to do a thing?
I still have 2 more.
Oh, see, I can't do anything here. I'm stuck. I'm stuck one away from like everything I need.
My only concern is I'm gonna take this emerald, and a sapphire is gonna pop up, because if he gets the sapphire, he's gonna get the other. Okay, there's another emerald. He needs a sapphire in order to get another noble. But I just need another emerald. So they
And
took my emerald.
That's the one I needed to score. So they took it. They blocked me because that would have given me the top noble.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and you need a sapphire in order to be able to...
Yep.
But all these 1-point plays and no-point plays do nothing for me now. Like, that's the 3rd time they've blocked me, and I'm just like... I know that it's been a detriment to them.
Yeah. To be fair, them taking that also blocked me from what I wanted to do, but you were going to take it anyway, so it didn't matter.
Right, so it's... I'm trying to think. Is there anything... So let's have some fun here. Let's make
I
things
really wanted that,
happen.
but that's alright.
Blammo.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
I was gonna say, you should have been right there. Oh goody, I can take my turn, and I can't afford a card that requires points. But that's
Oh,
fine.
Shane, they do have a leader token.
where?
Oh,
if you
it's the blue one.
It's the
Right next to
the
their shield.
general.
Wait. Oh, but you
It's that-
can't see it when you're looking at their actual. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's fair.
Doug did a good.
I didn't finish in 4th apparently.
And I
It
did
gave me
come
a
in second.
tiebreaker.
So there's that.
Yeah, that I don't. That's the problem. I don't. The person I was playing with, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing against them. Yeah, I think every time they block me,
Creating
they end up
another.
getting no points out of it. So
What was that, Doug?
I created another game.
Okay, I'm still looking at it. There you are.
Boom. Ba-dum.
I
jeez.
joined. Yeah, I never saw it.
Never see it coming.
Doug's first. Okay,
Wow.
so you can only see it when you're looking at the game as no information for yourself. That's not the right spot for that token. Oh, well.
I'm wondering what the maximum number of points.
Hey, you took the same card I did last time to start the game.
I wonder what the maximum number of tokens the card you start with should have. Because I know which one I've got my eye on.
I'm gonna try something different this game. We will attempt a thing. That's what it's all about.
I don't know.
Those aggressive Taco Bell push notifications. We are going full aggro.
Okay, well. Interesting choice.
You're an interesting choice.
I appreciate that.
My mom says I'm not an interesting choice.
I mean, it's true, but it doesn't mean she should say it.
Get everyone, red, green, black, red, green, black, red, green, black. Just stared at you guys. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't go and grab some. 'Cause whatever you're racing for, I will get to.
Well, I think our little friend over there is very bitter at me right now.
Why would that be, Douglas? Why would they be bitter?
Oh, you know, they almost got a victory point, and I just stole it right from under them.
That's so rude, Douglas. You shouldn't steal from people.
Dagless. Fine, you know what? I'll join the party. How about
No,
that?
don't do it! Gosh, dang it.
I needed to join the three of you in the weird party of
I didn't even notice that's what everybody else was taking.
every single person. I want to hear the commentary for this tournament. No one knows what they're doing. They're all sharing colors.
Why is everybody doing this? Don't they understand
Why?
the strategy of the game?
Why did that person just grab... They now have one of everything.
I mean, I've done that before where it's just like, keep my options open. Which actually might be what I'm about to do. No, I want this instead. Because that actually feeds into two things, so...
What? What are we doing? Wait, the
Doug,
now I can't
Doug, why?
even.
Doug, why?
I need it.
No,
So
you
now
don't.
my options are two
Give
of
it
a
back.
color, or
Yep, take two of a color or do something else.
pick a card.
This is your life.
What is happening? That doesn't help. That doesn't help. There's
Nothing helps. Just do it anyway.
You're welcome.
Part of me really wants to just start hoarding these other ones, but
Let's make it no gems left.
Yeah.
Figure it out. Oh, game. Gee, you won. Well, the thing is, if you take out any diamonds, then the only play is like one of each or double blue.
Boop. There you go.
What have you done? You just messed up the whole game.
No, it's fine.
The whole game.
That's fine.
Bloop.
I was gonna say Doug's about to play his card that he held earlier, so.
Fine, we'll use my gold stuffs. We'll just
Interesting.
know you. Don't.
Man, I really don't want them to do that. And I don't want to do what the game apparently is like. You could do this, and I'm like, no, no, please no, please sir, I want to know. I need that for reasons. The rest of these are without reason.
The rest of mine are without raisins.
There we go. Ooh, double diamond. Ooh,
Double
fancy.
diamond.
Sounds like a slot machine.
Whoa, come on down to the double diamond.
Now it's a casino. Now it's a It's a. What's worse than a casino?
What's worse?
The track. There we go. I was trying. I said worse. I was trying to think of just less classy. With quotation marks around classy.
What am I doing? I don't know. Let's
don't know
grab
either.
that and wait and find out. On the next episode of How Do You Play This Game Efficiently? What? I'm trying to just figure out the strategy where I can ignore everyone and just play a game. I want to play King John. Ignore the game. And you're automatically going to finish top 3.
Ignore the game, play the people.
No,
true.
it was just, you don't even play the people. You just ignore the game and you keep doing a thing over and over.
Oh, that's right, because you just need money to win as King John, don't you?
And we figured out the efficiency numbers where you would automatically, 95% of the time finish top 3
Seems dumb.
if you just did that thing. You most of the time wouldn't win, but when it's top 3 advance, why does it matter until the finals? Why does it matter?
Huh. That wouldn't be what I would... Not what you did, what I'm thinking. Wouldn't be what I would consider a good idea, but it would be an idea.
Your mom's an idea. I'm a bad idea.
Oh crap, but I can afford it. So I can't hold the card because I can afford the card.
Welcome to... That might have been the thing that messed up my 3-turn plan last game. Because I could have pulled that card and reserved it but then had enough to buy a card on the board. Then when I bought that card, I could have bought the one I reserved and had a very efficient 3 turns.
Yep.
But because I found out I couldn't, it just like blew up my mid game.
Yep. Because what I was going to do is I was going to reserve the sapphire in the bottom left.
Yeah, these are things you can do in person because you won't like count everything on the board. This is the kind of things we would play in person. Because I never read that rule that says if you can afford a card, you can't reserve it. So it's like, oh no.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
With all that, oh sorry, we're not. I won't sing that song on stream. Oh, Doug, I need to send you a picture of something I saw at the game store.
That guy just created a very interesting impasse between the two of us. He picked up a 5 white. He only has 3. I have 5.
He's got 1 wild though. If he gets 1 more wild, he can just pay for it outright. But but he's full up on cards. He can't hold anymore.
Mm-hmm. Doug, you and him, you basically, you two decide what happens between you. You have fun there.
Don't wanna drop some coins there, Doug?
Nah, not yet.
Like he can't reserve anymore. Oh, he's got one he can buy on his inside. That's why. Huh. I don't particularly like what I'm doing.
There you go, Doug. There's a Discord message for you.
Oh shoot, I can't hold all these. Oh frick.
Oh yeah?
That's fine.
I forgot about that game.
Yeah.
That one I guess.
Hey, you know how easy it would be to set the Rock Revolution world record?
That'd be pretty funny.
You play like 5 songs, you got it.
Oh! Drugless, you did it.
I did it.
You did it right before I did. I'm gonna do mine. Mine's much lower points than yours.
Let's go, drugless. Let's go. 1 clap.
I patted my chest in time.
I can't tell. I don't believe you.
It's not my problem whether you believe or not.
It's the heart of the cards. Bakara.
It's the heart of the cards. It's the thrill of the fight.
Mafra.
Heart of the cards. It's the heart of the cards. It's the
Heart of the heart of
of the
I
card.
wonder how hard it would be to do a Heart of the Cards parody to Eye of the Tiger.
How heart it will be, you mean?
Die.
Eye of the Tiger King? Are we in? Are we in?
I have not watched it yet.
I haven't either, and I don't know if I want to.
I want to watch it, man. That's a dumpster fire that I'm all there for.
You know how Doug loves a good dumpster fire.
True.
I'm still confused how this tournament setup is going to work with multiple games having matches happening simultaneously.
What do you mean?
Well, the fact that like on the schedule, like so many games are scheduled to be going at the same time.
Yeah, I was. Oh, that. I thought you meant of the same game.
No, I meant of different games. So like if you're in multiple tournaments, how that works. Especially for the first day when all of them are going all at the same time. It's like
I got 3 monitors set up now. I'm ready.
Like, do I need to get another PC in here? Cause like,
I mean, I can play red deck like with my eyes closed. I can pilot that deck because no one plays the type of deck I have, so there's no one that's really going to try to counter me. They're not going to know what I'm going to be playing. So I'm like, "Hi guys, well I played earlier. All of a sudden, I one-shotted someone on turn 4
seems rude.
in Magic. That's not a thing usually." Because in the meta, you'd know what, like, which thing to remove or which thing to... No, I'm just gonna, like, okay, go. There's a little wrinkle where if you play that card that can steal their card for 1 turn, you can actually play it on your own card to give it haste. So in the right situation, you can, for 1 mana, you can give your card haste and just kind of blow up the whole board. It's pretty nice. Duh. I'm trying to keep track. Was that turn? I think it's turn 9.
That is turn 12.
Yes, we're on turn 12.
They're not 9. Wait. Oh, I'm not counting my marks. I didn't count the 1 because I'm in the wrong column. You know, when you forget that you made those marks. Yeah.
Do I don't know how I feel about this choice, but I'm gonna take it anyway.
Oh.
Oh.
Is there a problem, Doug?
You took the card I was going to take and then replaced it with almost an identical card.
Except it's worth 1 more and costs 1 less blue and 1 less black. It just costs 1 more white. So yeah, I feel a little cheated. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Because if I would have just taken if I would have just taken tokens and let you take that card, I could have taken the one that dropped instead.
Yep. True.
So I'm very annoyed right now. Because like what I have going on right now isn't even a good plan. I was just like, oh, I can do that, and so I was gonna do it.
Right.
Oh, actually, that will kind of work out. I don't feel good about it, but it kind of works. Like, I don't like that I did it, but... Didn't this guy take a 7 white?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's getting ready to be able to do that. Oh, nope, he's just gonna play his 6. Okay.
Okay.
He's got a massive white discount.
Crazy. hole.
Don't know.
Go chasing waterfalls.
Somehow I've gone through this whole thing without having any ruby to speak of. Don't like that.
Or do you?
I don't. Does that give me anything? No, it doesn't do me good. Maybe?
Oh, we're back to the black, green, red. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
We've come full circle.
It's my one true set.
Oh yeah, did you get your persona?
One of my viewers in Finland ordered the collector's edition for me. So now I'm waiting for him to get it and then for him to ship it to me.
Oh, because I was gonna say a lot of stores have copies that people have not picked up that you can do curbside.
Yeah. And that was the thing, like after he'd already pre-ordered it for me.
Little did we know this situation would.
Yeah.
If you would have said this would happen, I would have been.
And after he'd already pre-ordered it for me, Doug emailed me or sent me a Discord message was like, "They've got them back," because Amazon had them back in stock again. And I was like, "Well, crap."
It's true.
Which I still appreciate the looking out.
I try.
You did, in fact, do it.
He did the whole thing.
Oh crap! I didn't do that math right. Maybe one short, anyway.
There's math in this game?
Just a little bit.
Ooh, fancy. Don't.
Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Doug, stop. I guess never mind, because right now we're get this breathing down our necks. So. That'd be dumb. I think it's kind of dumb.
Maybe everything's.
But like, is it super dumb? It might be. But is it like real dumb? Has potential. Might do it anyway. Or not! Just gonna take it away from me like that.
I don't know what I'm doing. We're just here doing things.
Don't you do it, Rando. Don't you do it. That's fine. Because ironically, the one that replaced one you took was still a ruby and didn't require me to use my wild card.
But.
There's like a strategy forming in my mind, and it's just too late. And also it's dumb, but and I can't figure out what the order to do this in is. Oh, you know what? It depends entirely on how aggressive the other people are.
It's true.
Oh, crap.
Dootin'.
I can't tell what Rando here is going to do. So.
Rando, you want to go for the sapphire in the bottom left.
Oh, damn it, Rando Calrissian. I mean,
It didn't do it.
Okay, we'll just do this. Okay, and all told, that should get me to 10 points. Just need to figure out where the other 5 are going to come from. Oh, look, there's a 5 right there. Never see it coming. Yeah, I think this is actually gonna work out. Kinda. It'll at least put me in good position for when I lose. Because again, losing is okay as long as you come in second.
That's right.
That's what I'm just. It's gonna be my strategy. My strategy for the entire tournament is gonna be come in second. Even the finals. I'm just gonna come in second. Shoot for 2. What's the best strategy for second place? Okay, Doug was the first player.
Correct.
Okay.
I am.
Not that this dude could win on his turn anyway, right now. Okay. Okay. Never see it coming. Doug, you're gonna get a point this turn? That looks like a no.
No, but we're setting some stuff up. That's the good thing.
Set up. The alley-oop, if you will.
Yes, correct. The good old-fashioned alley-oop. if you will.
It's so posh. I wonder. No, it's done. Should do what I'm planning and go from there. Oh, goody. He only needs one more ruby. Oh, and he's already got a wild card, so he can do that anyway. Okay.
What card is he going for?
He's the card he just picked up. He can play it in this next round. He's get him another 2 points.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Easy Doug turn.
It is now.
Easy Doug turn. Ease Doug turn.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Ease Doug.
Okay. Crap. Alright, gotta speed this up a little bit.
You still awake over there, Shane?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Trying to think 2 turns ahead. I don't know if the game's still gonna be going.
I'm gonna say the game might be over in 1 turn ahead, so. This is a much closer game than I'd prefer.
Whoa!
Dang
Thanks,
it, Doug,
robot.
you're chip tuning again.
Got it.
We'll never understand why that happened.
Oh, if I take that, I can.
Is that better?
Yes, you're fine now.
Yes.
Good.
I'll just take it, it's fine. It's not fine, but it'll work. I mean, it won't work, but. Really?
Huh. That's an interesting card.
6 red to get a red.
Spend 6 red, get a
Six.
red, and 3
Yeah.
victory points.
Yep.
Yeah. There's one of those in each color.
I question that as a decision, but. Oh no, dang it, Douglas.
So my problem was that no one spent a red for like 6 turns when I was 1 red away from all 3 cards I was holding. Or else I would have won on like turn 22. Because I would have been able to do that and then just
Oh,
grab
jeez.
anything, get a noble, and then just pick up my last point wherever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what
But
I
from
do at this
like
point.
turn 17 to 23, I'm just sitting there like, guys, anyone spend a red. Just a red.
Yeah, I came in last. Okay.
I think I got second. Oh no, did I win?
Yeah, you won.
You got and I.
Whew.
Granted, he's also ranked. He's actually like ranked person.
And then I went down again. My break is gonna be so bad.
Only it went down a little though.
Oh no, but I've been doing that every game. Just.
All right, I feel confident enough in this.
I don't, and it's driving me crazy because, like,
So both of these past 2 rounds, what I did, I never picked up a card that was not worth a point. I
Okay.
made sure that was always working for a point.
Dill pickle.
So
yeah, I felt confident. I thought I was gonna win that game straight out, and then I think it was 6 turns where no one spent a red, and I'm just sitting there trying to get something going.
Again, and that does seem to be the issue. Is like it can very easily become as just a
Well, no,
stalemate.
I thought someone else was gonna go for like 1 card away from a noble at some point, and no one picked up any of those 1 red or 2 red cards. I was like, even though they were worth a point, I'm like, please, someone just grab 1 and throw 1 on the board.
Yeah.
And because no, that one I thought I had it, and then no one spent it. I'm like, I don't know. Because
Alright.
yeah, I did the math, and I had the win on I think turn 21 or turn 22 with the noble, but I just got stuck getting blue and white, which did nothing for me.
Yep.
all right,
Thank
with
you.
that one, I'm gonna go to bed.
What's bed?
I
Still
shall
about
go
3
as
hours
well.
until that.
So, gentlemen, thank you. I cannot wait for some more practicing.
I thought you were gonna say for the tournament I was gonna be like, I can.
Yeah,
No,
I'll probably play
practice.
another 20 to 30 games of this, like, because I can put out little blocks here and there and then just figure out.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I will talk to you guys later.
Yep.
See you guys.
Night.
Have a good night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this evening. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, it is greatly appreciated. Tomorrow, we're probably doing some more of Digimon Cyber Sleuth during the day. So tune in for that. I'll try to get started earlier than I have been the past couple days. I just have I have work stuff to do that I need to get done. So we will see what happens with that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this stream is adjourned. A good night.